of what nature has revealed to us.
Albert Einstein. Hello everybody!
Tonight you will be updated with the latest news here in Ecofriendly News. Hi, welcome back. Our first topic will be massive rainstorms better in the northeast.
Torrential downpours from a faded tropical storm inundated the northeast on Friday, forcing evacuation, toppling trees, cutting power to thousands, and washing out roads during snarled morning commute. Water polluted so deeply in Philadelphia suburb that a car literally floated on the top of another car.
Hard rain began falling in Boston early Friday afternoon as the city braced for the sustained rains that had plugged in the eastern seaboard over the last 2 days. The deluge was blamed for 5 deaths in North Carolina on Tuesday and 6 in Pennsylvania on Friday. A woman who apparently drove a car into a rain-swollen creek before daybreak.
The storm soaked a great swath on the northeast by the Friday morning commute, including New York City and Philadelphia. Floodings coming into LaGuardia Airport in New York City were delayed 3 hours, and traffic coming into Manhattan was delayed by up to an hour under a pounding rain.
Firefighters in Philadelphia area used lug truck to pull residents through the upper floor windows of a building. Cars were submerged up to their windows, and a graphic artist found another vehicle floating atop his car.
Rainfall totals in the Philadelphia area topped 10 inches. Parts of upstate New York had an official total of more than 6 inches of rain, and New York City's Central Park recorded 3.8 inches.
More than 26,000 power outages were reported in Connecticut, while New Jersey had just over 14,000. Homes and businesses without electricity. More than 12,000 customers in the New York suburbs had lost power, but many had been restored by mid-morning as the deluge reduced to a drizzle.
Investigators in southeastern Pennsylvania believe that crashed victim may have veered off the road in Collegeville because flooded waters obscured her view of the edge of the road, said Trooper John Doracio. The area is isolated and dark, Doracio said, and the woman may have simply come upon water she didn't know was there.
Massachusetts was in line for a soaking as the storm began making way across New England on Friday. The torrential downpours and high winds struck the Berkshires early in the morning and were expected to hit Boston area by midday. A flood watch was in effect for much of the state. Forecasters say winds could gust up to 60 miles per hour.
The storm hit the Berkshires in western Massachusetts hard Friday morning, but without the high winds that could have stripped trees off leaves during fall flood season, said Larry Clefos, the president of the Berkshire Visitors Bureau in Adams.
A mudslide in neighboring New Hampshire resulted in a road closure. The massive rainstorm drove up to the eastern seaboard from the Carolinas to Maine on Thursday. The worst of it falling in North Carolina, where Jacksonville took 12 inches in 6 hours, nearly a quarter of its typical annual rainfall.
4 people, including 2 children, were killed when their SUV skidded off a highway about 145 miles east of Raleigh and plunging into a water-filled ditch, North Carolina troopers say. A fifth victim likely drowned when its pickup veered off the road and into a river that was rising because of the rain.
Forecasters warned of the danger of flash floods as rain drove across the densely populated East Coast cities with buffering winds on a drive to New England. The Friday morning rush hour was a challenge as subway lines expected delays and traffic slowed the rain-slide roadways.
Meteorologist Tim Armstrong with the National Weather Service in Wyoming, NC, declared the 22.54 inches to be the rainiest 5-day period that he could find on a record since 1871. It easily beat Hurricane Floyd's 90.06 inches in 1989.
Forecasters said a large high-pressure system over Canada was expected to push the storm further offshore and likely spare New England the kind of extreme rainfall that flooded roads and homes. The rain was part of a system moving ahead of the remnants of Tropical Storm Nicole, which dissipated over the Straits of Florida on Wednesday.
But the rain caused several other wrecks Thursday, including a crash between two transit buses in Maryland that left 26 people injured. Forecasts call for cooler, drier air in many areas once the storm passed.
Finally, the flooding might have been worse if not for a dry spell across much of the Northeast. New Jersey State climatologist David Robinson said, "The lower water's level on rivers and streams because of the drought saved the state from serious flooding." Thank you so much for watching. And now for more information, we have our reporter, Sofia Almada. My name is Mayra.
My name is Andrea.
Bye!
Hello and welcome to the international news here in Ecofriendly News. Now you'll hear some information about the Al-Qaeda threat to Europe and the actions made by the US government. Al-Qaeda members have released a threat against Europe for potential terrorist attacks. These attacks could be similar to the one in Mumbai, India in 2008, where gunmen targeted public places and killed 166. Just last week, police evacuated the Eiffel Tower twice because of bomb threats, and Sweden raised its terror threat level on Friday. The Obama administration formally warned Americans, not advising them not to go to Europe, but telling them to be careful and aware. This travel alert doesn't name any countries in specific and focuses on the whole continent. And it gives few details about the threats. This alert will remain until January 31st, which would mean a possible impact on European tourism and in the long run, Europe's economy. Thank you for staying with us in Ecofriendly News, and we'll see you in our next issue.
Ecofriendly News.